Appreciate you, bro. So I saw this here. Like, I've been holding this for like how long? This ain't the exact video, but the one I'm looking for, I can't find it anymore, so it might be taken off. But what is it like dating for black people in Japan?
How's it like being black on dating in Japan?
I ain't got nothing. I can't. Hold on. Did you slide at me right now?
Really in love with white women.
Just dating here in Japan specifically.
Hey guys,
Hold
what's
up.
up? Welcome back to my channel. This is Yo-Yo Japan. So today, I'm out on the streets of Tokyo asking black people what's it like dating in Japan. So let's find out. And I'm currently running a tour guide service in Tokyo. So if you are interested in seeing a side of Japan, that's how to find on your own. Please check the link in the description below or in my Instagram bio. Okay, let's go. Could you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Alex. I am a worker here in Japan and specifically Tokyo. I've been here for 11 years and I love Japan.
You've been here for 11 years.
Yes, it's been a
Okay,
while.
11 years,
such a
bro.
long
That's a
time.
long
So,
time.
what is dating like in Japan for American men?
I think
even
just
better.
from my experience, it's been pretty good. I've had a lot of success and I've had a lot of bad points.
Okay.
But that's, I think that's kind of anywhere. But I think just dating here in Japan specifically, it's such a good chance to meet people who have so much in common with you and possibly meet people who have nothing in common with you. And just Japan being such a specific and unique culture, I think it's just a great experience to meet someone and date here.
So what has surprised you the most about dating culture in Japan?
The most surprising thing is that when I first came to Japan, people said Japanese people were very shy, they weren't very outspoken. And to an extent, I agree, they can be a little shy, but with my experience with women, I've actually met a lot of women who are outgoing, who are strong, who are willing to share their feelings. So I think that has been the biggest surprise, that Japanese women don't fall into the necessary stereotypes that maybe people around the world give them. They can be very unique and passionate about different things.
What do you mean? Like, when did you actually feel they are not like too reserved or they are not that shy?
For example, if you start talking to someone as a man, then you reach out first and things like that. But then after a couple times, then I've had women like ask me out after we've gotten comfortable and them sharing their feelings about the relationship and how we're doing.
What do you think how Japanese girls see black guys?
I've heard this question before. I think to a lot of people in Japan in general, sometimes they don't really know everything about black people, specifically women. I've met women who love black culture and I've met women who don't know anything about black culture. So for example, if I start dating someone like that, it's a new experience. But if I date someone who really loves black culture, maybe they get jokes. They understand what I'm saying. I can say certain things and they're comfortable. But I've also met women who love black men, I think, for the wrong reasons. They see black men as more like a trophy, or they see them as like a prize. It makes us feel like things.
What's the difference between girls who know black culture, girls who don't know?
Don't destroy me in the comments. I think it's kind of easier to tell women that know black culture if their hair is a little bit braided, or if their skin is a little bit more tan, or if they have tattoos. I can just see the comments. This guy, what? If they're a little
stay
bit more
tuned in, bro. This will get
curvaceous.
interesting.
I can't speak for all of them, but I think black men tend to find those features: braided hair, curves, tan skin, tattoos.
You need to get Peter in there, you feel me?
For some reason, we kind of gravitate towards that.
But do you think that way, Japanese people see black guys or black people has changed over 12 years?
For sure. I think in a lot of aspects of Japan, you do see more black inclusion. You see a lot more interracial couples. So black men, Asian women, Asian men, black women, and you see a lot more half children. I think half children are becoming more significant and unique in Japanese society. You got Rui Hachimura, you got Osaka Naomi. There's that, and also just you can.
I'm straight, Liv. I'm straight. You know.
You're starting to hear people understand a little bit more about.
Just trying to get this stream up
within conversation, different topics.
You know.
So yeah, I definitely think the image of black people is getting better. It's not perfect, but I do think it's getting better.
Thanks for time. Thank you. Could you introduce yourself?
My name is Monique Marianne, and I'm from the beautiful Caribbean island of Jamaica.
Ain't no way. You know what?
I don't know what this was, but yeah.
It shocks me to see there's people all over, especially black people like this living in Japan. because you don't really see no videos of it. You usually see like the Americans, like the white Americans, or you know what I mean. Hold on. See, you see what I'm saying? I had too much technical issues.
So how long have you been here in Japan?
That's the question of a lifetime. I've been here for a total of 19 years.
19 years.
19 年になりますね。19 years this year.
Okay, so I want to ask you today, about like dating in Japan. Have you ever dated a Japanese person?
You know, first let's define dating. So, does it mean going for dinners, hanging out, or does it mean being in a relationship, like a committed relationship? For both, no.
I'm gonna I'm gonna trying to find a slot over here that kind of fits, because I usually jump on like super late. But I'm testing like this earlier time. I usually get on at like 11, 12 and stream till like 2 or 3. But I'm gonna try this time and just see what happens. Yeah.
Never.
We'll
Well,
pull him
my
up a bit
friends
more.
might tell you differently, because back in the day, I used to like go for dinners with a mixed Japanese guy. I think he was Japanese and Nigerian mix for about 2 months. So my friends will say, "Yeah, Monique, you dated a Japanese guy," but that was about it. That was over 15 years ago. So
Why is that? Why you have never dated a Japanese person in Japan?
Japanese guys, can you tell me the answer to the question?
Oh, she's
Really? I have
pressing
no
you
idea.
guys.
I don't know. I think, to be honest, nobody talks to me. Nobody ever.
Nobody?
No, they never talk to me. They never try to invite me out. I think that's the main reason. There's another reason that's from my side. I think when I first moved to Japan, I lived in the countryside. I lived in Shikoku, in a small city called Kochi. And I come from a very proud culture, you know, where all types of people are beautiful, where black is beautiful, your body type doesn't matter, that kind of stuff. And when I moved to Japan, I noticed people were very obsessed with everything that was white or Caucasian. Like, if you're
Let me
like,
slide on your
people are
after stream,
bleaching their
Liv. Let me
skin,
slide on your
whitening
after
their
stream.
skin
I
for
can
the
see a message. I got
posters.
you.
During
I got you.
summertime, everybody covered their skin, and all the men were very,
I got
very
you.
like
Hold on.
weirdly obsessed with white women, Caucasian women, especially
Hey,
women with
dude.
blonde
Hey,
hair.
look,
And my
look,
first couple of
look.
months here, I was watching it, and I was like,
Hold
"What
on.
is this? This is very." At that time, I said, "Whoa, this is weird. This is very different." Now I don't care, but I think back then I was like, you know what? This is the society. They're really in love with white women. So I just kind of shut off my mind from Japanese men, and then I think it never really changed over the years.
So for 19 years, you think, the way Japanese people see like black people hasn't changed?
No, I definitely think it's changed. It's definitely changed. I just mean, like, for men on a romantic level, there was like this, I saw like this extreme obsession with one look, one type of look. And that really worked on my psyche when I was much younger. And I just never, got out of that space. But to be honest, I do see a lot of changes now, but nobody talks to me, so yeah.
But you can initiate the conversation. You can approach them.
Never.
Why not?
You are the man. You should initiate.
Okay.
I know.
She's
That's the
spitting a
thing in
bit.
Japan. Like, you have to be, you have to attack. You have to go first, but it's just not me. I don't know how to do that. Even if I really like somebody, I have no idea how to go first or to initiate. And I know it's the new thing. It's what everybody's supposed to do. And it was always the thing in Japan, but I just never learned how to do that. So I have to be in cultures where the men approach first. Yeah.
Okay. I hope someone gonna invite you to go for food and drinks.
Oh my God, I like to eat. Let me tell you what I like to eat. I like pasta. I like sushi, sashimi.
All right. Thanks. Thanks for the interview. Thank you. Could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Ocean, aka Kai. I do music and art under that name.
Okay.
And I've been in Japan for 8 years, Tokyo for 7.
How's it like being black and dating in Japan?
I think that it's definitely an interesting experience. It's different than maybe being black and dating in other places. There's like a certain way that people perceive you here, and it's not necessarily bad. And you get some of the issues you get in other places, like fetishization, but like maybe to a different level. But overall, I think it's good experience. Like Japan is still just a place with human beings.
So do you think more and more people in Japan are starting to like black culture and black people?
Yeah, I think there was already like a pretty strong trend from maybe like 20, 30 years ago. And what you see recently is that there was a lot of kids who were growing up who were like half black, half Japanese, and they're becoming adults now, and they're doing big things. They're either like becoming like athletes or pop culture icons, and also just doing regular everyday stuff, going to work and interacting with people and just living their life in Japan as they are as Japanese people as well, right? But I think that's kind of normalizing the experience of being black with Japanese people, and it's bringing some of those things that they maybe like
I
idolize
think his
about
bro's
black
audio
culture
you hearing,
that
you
were
know,
far
hold
away
on.
before closer to home, so they feel like they can participate in it more
Oh
and be
my
more
God.
involved.
Do you actually feel there? Like, like, I don't know, some Japanese women like try to approach you or...
I think like the way my lifestyle is now, I don't end up in those type of situations as much. But definitely when I first got here and I was clubbing a lot and I was in a lot of areas like Shibuya, Roppongi, etc.
Yeah, it's bro's audio.
Definitely, there's like a trend, of I can tell these like at first you're just like, oh, I'm getting a lot of attention, like mote mote kanji ne. Yeah, like but then you're like, hold up. When I left and then my black homie was talking to the same girl and then like my other homie said he was talking to the same. I'm like,
Hold on.
man,
Hold
they're
on,
running
hold on,
game
drop.
on us, low key. So yeah, there's definitely like I think some people have a type here, and they really when they have that type, they have that type. Yeah.
You have dated a Japanese girl, right?
Yeah. So
How was the experience?
it was good overall.
Okay, that's cool.
It did teach me some of those parts we were just talking about, where like I realized that maybe it wasn't about me. Like the things she liked about me wasn't who I was inside all the time. Like sometimes it was like the image of me. I think she still did like me though. But
Okay.
even how we met was kind of interesting. I thought she was like half black at first. And it was the first time. I don't know if you've heard of the term blackfishing, but it's
Damn, they're
catfishing,
doing
right?
it out there in Japan.
So yeah, it's just that with like you pretend to be black. So like I met her at a club in Roppongi, so now I know better. But and I just thought she was half black. She had curly hair, she had darker skin, and then I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks in, something about like blackness came up. I don't remember exactly what it was now because it was like 6 years ago. But her response didn't. It was like oh, I can't comment on that, and I was like, but you're black, right? And then she was like, no. And I was like, wait, but your hair. And she said, oh, I get this permed every month. And I was like, but you're so dark. And she said, oh, I go get tanned.
All right.
And then I was like, holy shit. Like, not in like a bad way, but like,
Damn.
I've kind of been tricked a little bit. Yeah. I thought I was dating a black person this whole time. So that was like probably the most interesting, like jarring thing. Because then I knew like to look out for that. And it's like everyone can have their own interests. So that's cool if like you want to look like that. And like that's not even something that's like a no-go, I think, for like if you're
Imagine like you go order to Japan and still having to do with like blackfishing. That's gotta suck, bro. But these are born there, so
a black person here and you're dating someone, that could be fine, but it would be nice to know ahead of time.
Thanks for the time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for watching up until now. How was it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Anyway, I hope you appreciated this video, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like this video. Okay, see you next time.
you feel me?